It is in our genes that we think of breaking up when we love and of failure and fall when we succeed. When I wrote the lyrics, melodies, and the first themes of Serendipity, I tried to come up with some rare things you find in life, something very special, like the calico, three-striped cat, things that have extraordinary meanings in people's lives. Humans seem to be programmed to think of ambivalent feelings at the same time. That is the driving force behind human beings, to be the warrant of all things and to control other worlds. Looking back, that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me and started seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the stars at night. I stopped daydreaming. I tried to jam myself into molds that other people made. Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others. No one called out my name, and neither did I. My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. Even if you're not perfect, you're limited edition. Life is more beautiful knowing that we've taken a loan on death. Even light is treasured more when there is darkness. Although youth can be beautiful, it can be short and wander off, like a shadow. It has a reckless danger to it. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself. Everyone suffers in their life. There are many sad days. But rather than sad days, we hope to have better days. That's what makes us live. That's what makes us dream. It's great to be ambitious and aim for more and more to be happy in the future, as I've lived up until now. But I think it's one of the nicest ways to live life if you know how to enjoy what is in the present. Happiness is not something that you have to achieve. You can still feel happy during the process of achieving something. They say people live to be happy. If you actually think about what happiness is, it's nothing much. When you get to eat ramen after feeling really hungry, that's happiness. Too many stars, too many dreams. The reality is that in front of these things, I'm just a speck of dust. You can't live without love. You know, in your 20s, you have so many thoughts. They're like many branches in a tree. If my brain is a tree, there are so many branches. Why is there no opposite word of loneliness? Could it be because people, until they die, have no moments of not being lonely? There's sadness, desperation, devastation. There's happiness, hope, everything. But when you get old, it gets cut. We have to feel pain and have to experience many things. But after that, in 30s and 40s, if you got so many branches in your 20s, you will someday become a beautiful tree by your 30s and 40s. I hope the tendency to belittle individuality or a person's unique way of expression will change. I think how people do their hair or how they wear are up to their tastes. You can be unhappy but still feel happy when with others. We gotta dance in the rain, dance in the pain. I believe that there's no improvement if you have an inferiority complex and victim mentality. I think the biggest love is the love for oneself, so if you want to love others, you should love yourself first. The concept of the most beautiful moment in life, that was chapter 1 for us. It feels like that because we were starting from the bottom. But on this concept, love yourself, we started to talk about some brighter things. Like the real things in life. I've had to accept that everyone cannot love me. Because when there's love, there's hate. When there's light, there's dark. But it was really hard to accept as an artist that there's a lot of people that hate me, but on the other side, there are many more people who love me. I think everyone goes through that. When we don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, we always say, "Oh, I'm so lonely. I want a date," or something like that. But I think the biggest love we're all searching for is the love for oneself. My grades put me in about 5,000th place in all of South Korea. If I kept going down that path, I would have become a successful man with a regular job. However, I was positive I'd be #1 in the country as a rapper. So I asked my mother whether she wanted to have a son who was a first-place rapper, or a 5,000th place student. Popularity is a bubble. It's a mountain, you can go up really hard but walk down really fast. I'm always afraid of making mistakes. I think I was born with that. We're on some path that's set since we're born, but I still believe we can change some things. So I believe in my faith, but I still don't believe in my fate. We all have the galaxy within our hearts. I think life is about being lost. I go to somewhere I haven't been and just watch people and colors. That's my inspiration. Music really transcends languages, and it means so much. It's my official role to represent BTS to the world, and it's been a chance for me to mature as a person, but behind the scenes, I'm just one of 7 members, and I'm inspired by the others all the time. Music transcends language. BTS communicates with our fans by staying true to ourselves and believing in music every day. I like learning. I've been studying Japanese for years now, but it's really hard. We're trying to say that if you, in love, when you're not true to yourself, the love won't last. Because love is complex, and we always have the dark sides and the sad sides. Our lyrics deal with real issues that face all humans, choices in life, depression, self-esteem. And the fans know that we are there for them, and they are there for us. I have no driver's license, so I ride a bicycle beside the Han River. That's what I really love because no one gives a damn about me for that moment. I feel so free. I get free life lessons from jhope and Jimin. Sometimes it's like they're 10 years older than me. It's not easy to run a social media account over a long period of time, but we love communicating with our fans every day and night. BTS fans, the army, tell us about their feelings, failures, passions, and struggles all the time. I can't speak for other artists, every group has a different approach. For us, it will always be important to keep working hard, dancing better, writing better songs, touring, and setting an example. If you want to love a person, you should know that there are tears, and there can even be hatred inside of it. No sleep makes a human into another human. We try to make our own BTS context. Maybe it's risky to bring some inspiration from novels from so long ago, but I think it paid off more. It comes through like a gift box for our fans. That's something you can't find easily from American artists. I taught myself English. My English teacher was the sitcom Friends. Back in the days when I was, like, 15, 14, it was like a syndrome for Korean parents to make their kids watch Friends. I was an underground rapper and only 16 years old, a freshman at high school. Bang thought I had potential as a rapper and lyricist, and we went from there. Then SUGA joined us. I wake up. If I have a rehearsal, I go do that, and when I come back to the hotel, I sit down and turn on the laptop, 'cause I've got nothing to do without that. I think we're always doing something for teenagers and youngsters because BTS originally performed itself as a socially conscious band. We always wanted to sell our performances like we did with our debut. When we're talking about our title tracks, DNA is about the expression of a young, passionate love. Most of our music is about how we perceive the world and how we try to persist as normal, average human beings. So our fans inspire us and give us a direction to go as musicians. And of course, their love and support keeps us going. When I perform my role well, I feel proud. Maybe I made a mistake yesterday, but yesterday's me is still me. I am who I am today, with all my faults. Tomorrow I might be a tiny bit wiser, And that's me, too. These faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life. I have come to love myself for who I was, who I am, and who I hope to become.